RTD's new police chief will have to deal with an increasing crime problem. Perhaps Dr. Joel Fitzgerald will use the element of surprise, as RTD did today, keeping the new police chief's name a mystery until his swearing in. That fended off any public feedback or pesky journalists doing research about his past ahead of time. Our Steve Stager outlines what we've learned about the new RTD police chief and his plan to make public transportation safer.
Dr. Joel Fitzgerald's path to this stage has been by no means smooth. The first black police chief in predominantly white Waterloo, Iowa, he faced tremendous outside opposition for changes he made, including the removal of a griffin from the department logo that resembled a KKK dragon. In 2019, he was fired as Fort Worth police chief for what the city manager at the time called poor judgment. Fitzgerald sued Fort Worth, claiming he was in the process of exposing corruption in City Hall to the FBI, and was fired the day he was set to meet with them.
The one thing that I expect out of every police officer is to demonstrate integrity, even when no one's looking. And as the chief of police, you can count on me doing the right thing when no one's looking, and that was evident in Fort Worth.
Here in Denver, Fitzgerald inherits a small department in charge of a huge transit agency. RTD has spent the last year or so dealing with a very public safety problem. CEO Deborah Johnson seems relieved to have some fresh eyes on it.
My priority, he needs to become the face of this issue and not me. We alone can't deal with the issue that's problematic here in society, right? The antisocial behaviors. It's going to take all hands on deck.
Johnson praised Fitzgerald for his approach, which she calls firm compassion.
I'm not going to criminalize or over-criminalize people that are mentally ill or drug addicts, but we have laws in place for a reason, and the riders need to feel safe and secure.
The chief says that will start by making his officers and other contract security more visible.
They want to see us. They don't want to just see us in cars or riding around from station to station. They want to see us on trains. They want to see our security personnel on trains.
RTD's police force, pretty small right now, 21 sworn officers at this time. For years, they have relied on contract security from the company Allied Universal to kind of backfill some of those security officers on trains. But there's been a push in recent years to get rid of some of those contracted positions with more sworn police officers, and that is the process that Fitzgerald will likely oversee, Kyle.
And so much of this, Steve, has to do with Denver police and their actions in and around Union Station where you're standing. Because when Denver police make changes in how they deal with populations surrounding Union Station, that pushes issues in and out there.
It pushes issues onto the train. It pushes issues to different parts of RTD's jurisdiction. RTD police do work with police in Denver. They work with police in Aurora. They work with police in Lakewood. Anywhere where they operate their system, their hope is to be a whole lot more visible, and they hope that that will help alleviate some of the issues that people are seeing on trains and buses right now.
Steve Stager, who found a great way to make the train early on his way home tonight. Steve, thank you.